Alright, welcome back. Steve Whipple, WHIPFIT, standing stuff in yoga. Real detailed description right there. We're going to do some standing stuff, alright? So, let me pull this camera down because, again, one-man show. Let's start with tree, you guys. Tree is my favorite because there's lots of different variations, and one is for you. First, I'm going to take my head out of the shot because it's more about your feet on this one than my pretty face. So, first option, you can take your heel and make a kickstand right there on your ankle. If that's your first option for tree, that's great. Hands can come to your heart in prayer up here if you like. Second option, your foot goes right underneath your knee. Let your leg open to the side. Never on your knee, you guys, because it doesn't feel good and you're pressing against your own support. So, and it just doesn't fit. It doesn't feel good. Third option is above your knee. So, of course, there are other variations as well. Some people like to take it and put it right there into their, their hip. Whatever you like is great, but the point is there's one for you. So kickstand, below your knee, or above your knee. So that's your feet. So then balance happens right here. So tighten up your core, use your abs. I'm going to put the camera back up here because now you'll need the upper body. So that's going on down on the lower body part. So find your tree. Hands can come to your heart in prayer like I said before, and you can stay right here. Perfectly great. Or if you want to, grow your branches. Reach up nice and tall. They can be wide. You can lean back and look up. You can move your tree around in the wind if you like, whatever. And you might fall out of it a little bit. When you fall out of something, out of a pose in yoga, you're doing yoga 100% right. It's just your body trying to figure it out. So don't worry about it. So from here, bring that foot down. You can bend one knee and then the other, walk it out. And now tree on the other side. We always balance it out. One side of the human body is stronger and more flexible than the other. So if it doesn't match up perfectly, it's okay, but try. So go for your tree. Take your time, never rush. It doesn't do any good to do either. Hands come to your heart in prayer. Don't forget that breath. And then open it up to your tree, nice and tall. Beautiful, you guys. I don't know who you guys are, the fictitious people I'm talking to right now, but if you're watching it, I mean you. So, nice. And then step out of it. Really good. Really nice. Alright, so that's tree. You can go into flying warrior from tree, or you can just do it by taking one leg behind you and folding over. I'll show you it from tree. So you have your tree right here that we were in before. You bring that tree trunk to the front, and then hands are still at your heart if you liked that. Press this leg back and start to fold forward. Key to this one is two super straight legs, your standing leg and the leg in the sky behind you. You can square yourself off so you're flat facing the floor, and then your arms can go out to the side, they can go in front of you, and they can go behind you, or anything else. That's your flying warrior. The key to that one, you guys, is instead of thinking of going down, think of lifting yourself up, almost like a half moon type shape. The front part of you lifts up and the back part of you lifts up. Instead of getting down, you're coming up. So you would do that on the other side. That's your flying warrior. So nice. Chair, I will not lie to any of you. I hate it. I hate chair. I just do. If you like it, I hope you do, and I'm sorry if I've offended anyone who loves chair. You get yours. So chair, you sit back into your seat and you reach up for something super high on a super high shelf. So knees come to touch, toes kind of come to touch, sit back and reach up. That's your chair. Your chair. A good way to think about it, if you can look down and see your toes, you're probably okay. If not, try to shift yourself back. Reach and look up. Breathe. And then come up to standing. Nice. Alright, so we did flying warrior. Now let's do warrior 1 and warrior 2. They're similar, they just change a little bit. And again, I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see my feet, because that's a lot of what's important in this one. So for warrior 1, you're at the back of your mat. Your right foot is going to take a big step forward to the front of your towel, your mat, what have you. Your back foot for warrior 1 is at a 45-degree angle in toward you. Alright? Front right knee bends. Nothing is more important than your knees. Nothing I say is more important than your knees, so take care of them. A good rule of thumb is think about keeping your knee back toward your heel, not toward your toes. So, I like to bring my hands forward and frame that front foot. That way you know your hips are going forward. And then take a nice big inhale. Sink back into your warrior one. Arms come up, look up. Nice. Breathe. Arms come down, frame that front foot, step that foot up. You can move through your vinyasa, which is that lower down chaturanga, up dog or baby cobra, back to down dog, and then step your foot up. Or if you're tired or new to yoga, just step up to the front of your mat. We'll all meet together, okay? So, back of your mat. Left foot steps forward. All right? 45-degree angle with that back foot. Front right knee bends. Square off that front foot. Pull those arms up. Sink into that front knee. Warrior one. Nice. Hands come down, frame that front foot. And now here's your vinyasa. I guess I'll show it to you. Step that foot back. Lower down chaturanga. Pull it through, up dog or baby cobra. Toes plant. Toes are flat now. Now toes plant, down dog. Nice. All right. Are you getting all this? Yeah. Cool. Warrior two. Back of your mat. Right foot is going to take a big step forward, just like we've been doing. Boom. Left foot now is parallel to the back of your mat, like an equal sign, okay? Equal. So nice and flat. Front right knee bends just the same. But this time, instead of going forward, you go to the side, like you're in between two panes of glass, okay? Nice and flat. Look down those front fingers. Now flip that front palm over, up to the sun, reverse your warrior. Don't lose the bend in that front knee, you work so hard to get it. Arms come back up to your warrior two, straighten this front knee out for triangle, because that's what your legs make. Reach forward, hands come down, touch that foot, stay nice and flat in between your two panes of glass, look up at that hand in the sky for side angle. Bring those arms back up to your warrior two. Windmill those hands around. Step up to the front of your mat. We'll do warrior two in reverse this time. Left leg stays right there. Right leg steps back. All right? Bend that left knee. Back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Get in between your two panes of glass. Flip that front palm over. Reverse your warrior, take it up, look up. Come back up to your warrior two. Straighten out that front leg. Reach forward, come down, side angle. Arms come back up to your warrior two. And then windmill those hands around and take a big step up to the front of your towel. Or you can always do your vinyasa. So, there's that. We're going to do one more thing and then we'll take it back down to our mat for the final part, which is deep stretching and then the cooling down. I love one thing called crow. Crow is super fun, if you let it be. So, let's have some fun, alright? So, you're going to come back into that squat that we started at the beginning of class, yeah? That I'm sure you all loved oh so much. Squat. Key to this one. Super wide fingers, back of your triceps, knees. Those three components are your crow. Super wide fingers come down. Knees go right underneath your triceps. That's how I like to do mine. I've seen people do it on the side and it can be done with that resistance. Both are up to you. It's fine. This is how I like to do it. Stack them. I like to make a shelf. Hands come down. You press forward and then you lift up one foot and then the other. And you might wobble a little bit. It's okay. Breathe and hold on. And then just come down. The worst case scenario is, hopefully, with a yoga mat, or if you're on the beach or in a park, you're going to bite it. You're going to face plant it onto sand, or the grass, or your yoga mat. So it's okay. You might flip over into a somersault. Some people go into headstand that way. They're all okay. Whew. This is like my 4th yoga class of the day. So for some reason I decided to video this one. Go grab some water, wipe off your sweat, tell your neighbor they're doing good, and we're going to bring it down to our mat for the final part of the deep stretch. You guys are killing it.